Well, good morning, guys. It's Chris, your YouTube daddy here. This is another part of my DIY videos. People seem to be enjoying the DIY videos I'm doing, so I'm going to have a section just on DIY. Now, this is only to do with the work that I'm doing in the house, not the arcade, because that's separate videos. So when I call it DIY projects, that'll be stuff I'm doing in the house. Now, if you watched the one I did yesterday, it was me painting the outside, the garage and stuff like that. Now, as you probably saw, I ran out of paint. So I need to finish up the garage door, the front main door, and start painting the sides and stuff like that. But I need to go out and get paint. So I'm off to Barrett's now, which is the DIY place that I use. It's just off Central Drive. I'll take you there and I'll show you where it is. Now, I've been using these guys for 20 years. It's a family-run place. Been going for years. I've been using for over 20 years. And they're predominantly, they were designed because they used to just deal with hoteliers and small businesses. So there were so many hoteliers in Blackpool back in the day. They used to sell stuff for hoteliers and small businesses. They sell stuff to anybody, but that's predominantly their base. But you could go in there as a normal punter and buy stuff in there. Now, they have all this type of stuff that you need. They're very knowledgeable. And it's the price isn't bad. It's about the same as B&Q and stuff like that, but I don't have to drive the other side of Blackpool, because obviously B&Q is up at the other side of Blackpool. So I'll show you where it is, and all I'm going there is to pick up a tin of black paint. Now, I'm on Central Drive at the moment, as you can possibly see. There we go. And I'll show you where it is. So if you do live in Blackpool, or you're thinking of moving to Blackpool, and you need some DIY stuff, just pop in there and see Sharon, who's the wifey, Michael, who's the husband, and Mitchell, who's one of the sons. It's a family-run business, as I said, and anything you need to know, bolt sizes, you know, nuts, bolts, drills, paint, stuff like that. Very knowledgeable, know what they're doing. Been using them for years. Right, let's see if I can actually get out of here. Seems to be quite busy today. So this isn't a driving video, this is a DIY video, but to do it myself, I have to go out to get the paint. So I'm on Central Drive at the moment, as you can see, with the tower directly in front of me. And Barrett is literally just down here. They only open Monday to Friday. They don't open on weekends, just to let you know. And you say it's a family-run business. I always prefer to use family-run businesses. The service is always better. You get to know the people. They know the type of stuff that you have and stuff like that. And it's just a lot easier, to be fair. And it's closer. So here it is, just on the corner here. Barrett's DIY. Well, household goods, plastic cladding, blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that. And I should just park here. Okay, I'll see you in 1 second. So I've got my paint, there we go, black paint, and I've had to buy a tray, because I couldn't find the tray, and I need to paint the door on the side of the garage and on the outbuilding, so I've had to buy a tray as well. So the paint, as I said yesterday, paint has gone very expensive. Very expensive. You can buy the cheaper paint, because a lot of people say go here, go there, go to Home Bargains and stuff like that. Now, I've tried that paint before and it's rubbish. It's so thin, it really doesn't last. This is non-drip gloss. If you use the liquid gloss, it's easy to put on. Absolutely, it's easy to put on, but it lasts about half the time. It just literally soaks it all up and it's gone. So it's a false economy if I buy the cheaper paint. So if I buy a reasonably good paint, I know it's going to last a lot longer. But it is £13.49 for that. Unbelievable. and the tray, $3.99. I have got some spare rollers at home. I just couldn't find my tray. But you know what will happen, don't you? I'll find my tray once I've got home, right? So we'll just go home now. I'm just going to see what's happening on the... Oh, there we go. What I'll do, I will turn back round here so you can see exactly where I am. Always get these streets mixed up. I think this is Palatine Road. It is. It's Palatine Road. So, Barrett is on the corner of Palatine Road and Central Drive. So if you're coming down Palatine Road, it's just there on the right hand side. There you go, nice and simple, so you know where it is now, don't you? We'll just let this dude past. So I'm going to go home now and I'm going to start painting. So I shall see you, and we'll go and finish off the garage door and then start painting the rest of it. I'll see you in 1 second, guys. Well, I'm here now and I'm just going to start finishing off the garage door. So I've got my paint and I've got my roller, and that's where I'm going to paint now. Oh, swap the camera around. There we go. So I'm just going to pop the camera there for a second. Oh, there we go. Tick the things in the right place. And I'm just going to put my magic microphone on. So my magic microphone's on now. And I'm just going to start painting. I've got my gloves on. This just to basically keep me warm. I'll go over the bulk of it with the roller, and then I'll use the paintbrush to give it a second coat on where the blue's coming through. I am going to have to paint the wood as well. If you remember from yesterday's video, I wasn't sure whether the wood was going to need a second coat. Well, it is. It's soaked into the wood, so it's definitely going to need a second coat. So as I said, I'm just going to go over the basics of it with the roller, go over the bulk of it, and then you can see where the blue was bleeding through. I will just go over that with a paintbrush. As you can see, I've got the bulk of that one panel done now. So all I'm going to do now is get my paintbrush, nice and organised, and paint the bits that are bleeding through on the blue, and getting all the corners as well. Not a bad day today, actually. I'm glad I've come out here earlier. It's still morning time. Because yesterday when I was doing it, it was getting a bit cold by the end. The most important thing when you do this is make sure you don't put the paint on too thick. If you put it on too thick, you end up getting runs on it. And the last thing you want is runs and drips all over it. Obviously, I don't want to paint over the handle because I want to be able to use it. Like all jobs, painting is all about preparation. So I spent more time actually scraping it down and getting a decent surface on it because it was just flaking so bad. If you don't spend the time preparing it, it'll just peel back up again. So you need to make sure that it's prepared properly. Fail to prepare and prepare to fail. There's a nice Nash cliche for you there, guys. Check I've got all the bits and I've not missed anything. Right, that looks all right. Oh, a little bit there. Oh, a little bit of runs there. Bit too much paint on that bit there. Just spread it around a bit. The corners the way you need to pay particular attention. Obviously, I don't want to we want to make sure I don't miss anything, and there's no excessive paint. There we go. Beautiful. What I'm going to do is, while I've got the paintbrush out, I'm just going to give this frame here a second coat. This won't take long because obviously it had the first coat yesterday. But because it was basically raw wood, it just soaked the paint in. But the second coat will go on, as you can see, easily. I was hoping that one coat would have done it, but obviously not. But take your time. Make sure you don't get paint all over the wall. There's nothing worse than when you're painting and you end up sloshing paint everywhere. It just makes the job look tacky. Well, I'm not going to subject you to any more painting. I will carry on painting this and I'll show you what it's like once I've finished it. And then we'll go round to the side and start painting the door. See you in 1 second, guys. So I've given the second coat to the wood along there. That's looking a lot better now. I've still got to give the second coat to that bit there. And I'll give the second coat of that bit of wood down the side there, and I've just started painting that side. I'm just going to nip inside now and grab myself a coffee and try and warm my fingers up, and then I'll carry on with this. So I'll show you what it's like as soon as I've completed this whole bit here. And then straight after that, we'll move round to the side and we'll give that door the first coat. And the frame above it and the window frames there, and then once we've done that we'll move on to the outbuilding over there. Okay then, guys, I'm going to go inside and warm my fingers up for a couple of minutes, and I'll see you in a minute. Bye for now. Right, doesn't that look pretty? There you go, that's the garage door painted, all the second coats put on the woodwork, and that looks really pretty. There you go, I think I've done a good job of that. What do you think, guys? Looks absolutely fantastic. Looks like a brand new door. Right, anyway, time to move on now. So, the next job is to start doing this. Now, this is going to take 2 coats, definitely. And I need to do the frame at the top as well. After I've done that and the frame at the top there, if you look here, I'm going to have to get some sand and cement. I've got a few cracks in the bricks, but we'll do another video on pointing and brickwork, because I've got some cracks there which I need to repair. And in this building here, I've got some cracks there as well, so I do need to do that. I need to paint the door frame here. I need to replace a little bit of that door frame actually, and a little bit of brickwork around. And as I said, there's like some wood at the top here which needs to be taken off and got rid of. It's just gone rotten. I think they had lights on there or something like that, and there's an old lighting thing up there that needs to come off as well. You can see at the top there, here, they don't work, and that all needs painting as well. So I'm going to crack on now, and I'll show you what it's like as I carry on. So I'll see you in 1 second, guys. Right, I've started on the door now. I've painted the top bit, and as you can see, I've painted around the door lock and the hinges, because obviously I'm going to roller the rest of it, and if I don't do that, I'll end up getting paint all over the door handle and the hinges. So I'm just going to roller it now, but this is definitely going to take 2 coats, so I'll be doing that today. What I'll do is I'll show you what it's like once it's got the first coat on, and then I'll pick up the video tomorrow once I give it the second coat, and then once I start moving on to the second building here. I think I'm definitely going to have to take this down first though. I think they had lights all around the garden, but they don't work anymore. And so I might as well just get rid of them and get rid of that, whatever that is, and put some kind of framework around the thing to hold the lights. And the framework's just gone rotten throughout the year, so I need to repair that. Anyway, what I'll do is I'm just going to crack on with this now, and I'll finish this video now. And you can see it on tomorrow's video, what we've done. So you can see where we're getting to now. So the conclusion today, we've done the first part. Well, hey, that's looking so much better there. We're cracking on with the side door now, and then I'll do the window frames as well, and I'll show you what it all looks like tomorrow when we move on to the second building over there. So, if you like this video, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll speak to you guys later. See you later.